Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2, A Legacy of the Void. Today, gonna be Maru versus ShoWTimE here on Moondance from TSL 9, top left, or, I don't know, top side-ish, gonna be Maru from Team Onside, and on the bottom side, the German Protoss. We all know him, it is ShoWTimE. Alright, so I'm curious to see how ShoWTimE shows up today in this match, right? It's a PvT. Haven't had one of these for a while. Will there be disruptors? Will there be liberators? Maybe some carriers, maybe? Huh. Do. Chop. Alright, what are we doing here? Nothing crazy. No proxies here. Hit that like button if you're excited for a TVP featuring Maru and ShoWTimE. Now look, I know ShoWTimE isn't necessarily on the exact same tier as Maru is, but he's been around for a long time. He's been playing a lot of PvTs against players like Maru and like Clem especially in the European region. So I think his PvT is excellent at this stage, and he can take down Maru. Alright, checking for proxies is that probe, one get expand timing. Here from ShoWTimE, one Rax Reaper expand timing. Here from Maru, double gas. Here from Maru, that's interesting. Alright, so let's get our Reaper name ready to go here. We've got one. This is Nathan Diaz from UFC. I don't know much about Nathan Diaz. I've seen his name out on Instagram and like Twitter and stuff. I don't know a lot about UFC, not really my favorite thing in the whole world. I know a lot of people are huge fans of it, and it's very successful, but not really my cup of tea. Anyway, yeah, factory coming in here for Maru, Reaper on the way, expansion coming in from ShoWTimE. So traditionally what this is going to be for is for a quick Cyclone for base defense. Because anything that shows up in your base, whether it's an Oracle, maybe it's a Warp Prism, maybe trying to warp in some Zealots or DTs into your base, the Cyclone just shoves it away, shoves it instantaneously away. Man, incredible stuff potentially coming in here. Let's see what ShoWTimE does with it. He makes an Adept for scouting purposes. Then he is going for a Stargate here. So we could need a name for an Oracle as well. We'll have one of those ready to go. Expansion timing from Maru is coming up quite nicely. It's a quick Hellion. Hellions and Adepts, as we all know, have their weird relationship where they both are light units and do bonus damage to light units. There's not a lot of that in the game of StarCraft, where like you have the exact same benefit, but also the same weakness as the thing you're attacking. It's weird, man. Anyway, Nate Diaz is coming across the map here to see what's going on. Oh, there's 2 Reapers out. I'm sorry. I missed there were 2 Reapers out. How fun is that? And yeah, trying to pop up there. Took some Adept hits. Waiting for that, right? Was the Adept. So, traditional stuff here. We see this a lot against Zerg, but I don't know. I guess Maru is throwing it up here against Protoss, leading with the Hellion. And really not worrying about the Adept. Maybe we should be worried about the Hellion. I mean, the Adept here, I don't know, man. Reaper does get into the main base and is not going to escape because that Shade's going to finish. Bam. So Reaper down. Nate Diaz is toast. His friend is toast. And the Hellion is toast. All for what? 1 probe died there. Actually, hold on. The Hellion's not dead? Where on earth did the Hellion... Oh, wait, maybe it just died. Yeah, okay, it was back here hiding, and then it got chased down and killed. Okay, there's an Oracle on the way now, so let's get an Oracle name out at this point. The Oracle's name is going to be Pale Blue Dot. Look again at that dot. That's here, that's home, that's us. On it is everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you've ever heard of, every human being who ever was. Is it getting closer? And it's not blue, is it? Is it green and glowing? So a reference to, I mean, looking at Earth, right? Pale blue dot in the distance. If you're far from Earth, everybody you know and everybody you've loved and anyone who's ever lived is on that Earth. But apparently, it's an Oracle coming to kill ya. I heard a Widowmine burrow. There it is. Widowmine's like, come on in, Oracle. We'll fight you. Oh, Stasis Wards instead. It's not going for the fight. Recognizing there's probably a Cyclone out, and there's not actually, but there are Widowmines out. So let's see what Widowmine... Oh, Widowmine drops. Of course it's Widowmine drops. What else are we doing today? This dude knows he's going to walk into a trap. Whop. He just has to bounce there for a minute. Here comes the Widowmine drop. ShoWTimE. We'll see how much he handles that. He doesn't really have any Stalkers. which is a problem. Or Phoenix. He's only got one of those. Traditionally, if you're trying to deal with a Widowmine drop as a Protoss player, you want to have a bunch of Phoenix or a bunch of Stalkers. If you only have a Depth, it's not considered totally awesome. So yeah, look at how oversaturated. This is such a beautiful target. So all 3 Widowmines come down here. And unburrow because there's no good targets. Great pull from ShoWTimE. There is, a Phoenix though. There's one Phoenix and you can chase down Medevac. Oh, decides to not kill the Medevac and lift up the Widowmine instead. That is a choice you have to make. This Widowmine's got 1 kill. Pfft. So what? This Widowmine does not get a shot off and gets murdered too. So yeah, what is that? 1 probe has died. Nothing. ShoWTimE's doing a pretty excellent job at shutting down Maru's aggression here. Let's see here. Top left expansion for Maru. It is safe backdoor expansion here in Moondance. As we all know, there are not as many minerals, and there's half as many Vespene Geysers up here. So, you know, if you're going to take it, don't expect to get all the income from a regular third base that you might be going for. What's Maru working on? I mean, you can mech against Protoss, and Maru's one of those crazy people that will try it. But for now, what it really feels like he's doing is just Marine tank, maybe some Marauders in there. There's a single Raven out. Oracles get a few kills. 3 SCVs go down. Okay, so Pale Blue Dot and Friend getting some work done there. That's excellent. Observers out. Stasis Ward's still up over here. Probably won't catch anything at this rate. I'm not sure Maru's going to move through that area, but hey, he could. And that's what's fun about the StarCraft. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I mean, is there anything crazy here at all? No. Colossus on the way. The magic number of 3 Colossus can deal with this Marine Marauder stuff pretty effectively. The more tanks there are, the harder it is for the Colossus to get stuff done, though. Because tanks outrange Colossus and do bonus damage to them. So, you gotta watch out. You know, if it's too many siege tanks, your Colossus tech path might not be exactly what you want. But Extended Thermal Lance getting researched, that's quite an investment. If you just can't... Nope, charge finished. Charge just finished. Yeah, man, extra barracks. So we're not seeing back here from Maru. I mean, a landed Viking tries to get some kills and then gets lifted and executed. Man, ShoWTimE is rebuffing every bit of harassment attempt today. For 2 probes to be killed in exchange for 3 Widowmines, a Hellion, a Viking, and 2 Reapers? Oh yeah, it's like 1,000 to 1 on the resources lost right now. If ShoWTimE's going to win this game, it's going to start out like this. The first 7 minutes pretty much going to him entirely. It's not a perfect game he's pitching here, but it's very close. It's very close to a perfect game. It might be, I don't know. Maybe he did let a couple guys on base, but it's a shutout so far, which is pretty nice. So yeah, Maru not moving out yet. I assume the clock is ticking down on that, though. You really don't want the Protoss just to casually get 4 bases on you. Get, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 Colossus out and a bunch of charge lots. And maybe some Psionic Storm as the Templar Archives is coming in here, too. Like, these are not things that you want the Protoss to do to you. ShoWTimE's up 148 to 130 supply. I mean, this is just looking tough for Maru. But it's Maru, right? All of his harassment failed miserably. But, his army value is really hot. His income is up as the mules come in and down when mules go out. Hallucinated Phoenix, he's a bit of a move out here from Maru, maybe just for a third base, which is completed here inside the main. Maybe just going to land that. Maybe they expand while moving out, but guess what? ShoWTimE says, I'm going to move out first, sucker! Extend the thermal lens is done. Extended? What is my brain doing to me today? I don't know. I'm old. That's what's going on here today. And I got 3 kids. They eat my brain cells. Nom 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 nom. But I love them. Love them anyway. They're all very, very good kids. I'm very proud of them. All right. Actually, my oldest went to a singing competition the other day, and he did very well. So, very proud of him for that. He got some musical talent from his parents, which is nice to see. All 3 of them actually did. Anyway, right side, ShoWTimE. That's a 5th baseman at 9 minutes. Yo, yo, yo. Ghosts already coming in for 9 minutes. For Maru. We went to late game pretty fast here, didn't we? Colossus, Archon, Psionic Storm, Disruptors, and tanks, and, I mean, Vikings are out. Bunch of Marines and Marauders. Third base for Maru is not up yet. And again, if ShoWTimE is going to win this match, it's going to come down to this type of an opening. If you have this kind of an opening, You can do it. If Maru gets a ton of damage on you over the first 10 minutes, you're not beating him. If that had happened, if Maru had gotten, like, I don't know, 15, 20 probes, and the Widowmine drops were incredible, and maybe the Reapers got some work done, I'd be like, all right, well, ShoWTimE is probably dead now. But the way this is going, we're not cleaning up this Widowmine. Like, we know this is here, right? Yeah, he knows it's there. He's going to sack that probe for it. And the Widowmine's like, if I burrow in a corner and I'm invisible... Is there an observer on the way? Are we just going to keep sacrificing one probe at a time to this thing? Possibly. Are your oracles still alive? Can you revelate them? They are still alive, but we won't use revelation for other stuff, apparently. That's cool, I guess. Adepts. I don't know what these adepts are doing by themselves up here. Maybe hoping to find an SCV building a command center they can kill? I guess that's the general concept. These adepts die to tanks. This attack's like, we're not coming up that ramp. There are 4 tanks covering that ramp. And like another one over here. And yeah, going up a ramp into an established Terran position, especially with tank support, right? You know the drill. You know how this works. It's not a good idea ever. Protoss, Terran, or Zerg. Terran is the best at defending in all of the game. I guess, I don't know, shield batteries are good. Maybe Protoss is the best at defending in all of the game. Not that they have amazing shield battery overcharge shenanigans. How about this? Tell me in the comments, are Terrans or Protoss the best at defending in the game of StarCraft? Zerg's obviously the worst, but their offense is best. So, like, we can't really, you know, say that Zerg's underpowered. They're still pretty good at defending. They're not, like, horrific at it. Just Terrans and Protoss are better, is all. It's a question of degrees. As a lot of things in life are, is a question of degrees. This Marine group says there's not a base here. Foiled. Both players are like, there's got to be a base I can kill in this location, and then there's not. And they're like, aw. Been tricked, bamboozled. What if you attacked up this ramp? Maybe, I don't know. ShoWTimE's being extraordinarily cautious here, but he's maxed out. Maru's at 190 supply. I mean, yo, yo, yo. And it is carriers. Look at this action. 3 carriers on the way in a Dark Shrine. Remember when I was like, maybe we'll see carriers? Oh, this is a recall for sure. And then it totally was. And look what just got scouted. The carriers. Because you can see the carrier bodies being built in the Stargates. So immediately, 4 Vikings get produced at the same time for Maru. He's like, okay. Interesting. I don't see carriers in every PvT that I ever play. But, okay, let's make some Vikings and deal with those suckers. The nice thing about carriers is it makes Marauders pretty much obsolete. And tanks, too, actually. This might be a reaction. ShoWTimE's just like, you have a lot of tanks and Marauders, man. You got 7 tanks. It's only 4 Marauders. Maybe it's not a lot. So I don't know. Like, no one's taken massive damage here. I mean, I think ShoWTimE's been sacrificing some units in order to free up supply for carriers. Because, I mean, they're incredibly expensive supply-wise, and, you know, can't get any more. ShoWTimE's getting a 6th base over here, which is a lot. I mean, one of them's a half base, so it's like a 5.5 base setup here. Nothing too crazy. Anyway, hope you guys are all doing well. I'm really, like, these players are really passive. This is, like, the most passive I've seen a PvT, perhaps not ever. PvT is maybe the most passive of matchups, at least in TvT, which can just turn into tank line versus tank line. You have these little attacks at, like, 7 to 10 minutes, where you show up with a weird eclectic group of units, like Cyclones and Hellbats and tanks and Thors, or, like, Thors and Ravens and Marines and Marauders, and it's like, what is this? Everyone has their own particular way to approach it, it seems like. There is no meta, which is weird. So this group's like, well, I don't know. Let's sack ourselves maybe to make some more Vikings, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, all these Marines are dead. They're just trying to get as much damage as they can. Target firing individual probes? Not really. Only 5 probes have died. 4 SCVs have gone down. I mean, ShoWTimE has the same problem here that Maru has with him, is that they're both really scary late game players, and if they're both maxed out with banks, it's a bad place to be. Maru, however, does not have a bank, surprisingly. He's got 400 minerals and 200 gas. ShoWTimE's at 3,700 minerals and 1,400 gas. So he's got ability to, I don't know, at least warp in a bunch of charge lots or something. Upgrades across the board are looking pretty good. 2-2. 2-2 for the gateway units, with +2 air being researched here, 2 +1 air for Maru, as well as 2-2 for his ground units. So they're pretty much even on upgrades at this stage. It's a little bit weird to happen at 14 minutes. They both have effectively the same upgrades happening. Yeah, Vikings, EMPs getting tossed down here too. Ah, bit of a storm all over those Vikings. Some of them go down, but nice retreat there from Maru. Go sniping a High Templar from distance. That's what we like to see. Beautiful stuff. +3 infantry armor, building armor, and +2 air weapons, all happening at the same time here from Maru. We might try to expand down here too. Might get some disruptor shots off. ShoWTimE expanding south. Dude, ShoWTimE's macro is insane. And the fact that Maru at no point feels really safe enough to objectively try to kill one of his bases is bonkers to me. Like, Maru is generally very aggressive in TVP, and the fact that he hasn't really even tried it. The biggest attack he's made today has been that group of like 8 Marines with some medevac support coming in here and just dying. Maybe they got a probe. It wasn't 2. But the game heart interface would have told us, right? Right. So on sides, Maru. 12 o'clock base. Tempest in production to maybe deal with those Vikings from the distance. The Vikings can deal with the carriers. You know, just an escalation here on Moondance. Let's see. Let's go over. You can support me at patreon.com/Falcon Paladin for as little as $1 a month. You can support me here too on YouTube by joining the channel, becoming a member of the Falcon Paladin StarCraft 2 channel for as little as $2 a month. You get some perks with that. And then also, if you want to support me with one-time donations, you can do that by hitting the heart button below, as a couple SCVs die there to disruptor shots, missile turrets. Oh, sensor tower down too. That's nice. The heart button, the thanks button, is just a one-time donation. If you don't want to set up recurring donations, which I totally understand, especially in these days. And then finally, PayPal. If you're a big PayPal person, which a lot of people are, I've found, one-time donations to falconpaladin@gmail.com with a subject, or just not a subject, just like one-time donations to that at PayPal. My brain is on autopilot right now. Woof! PayPal.com, falconpaladin@gmail.com is the address to send it to. One-time donation. I've had some people do that for me recently, and that's very nice too. All right, what's going on here? Archons. We're just kind of trading out Marines for Archons here, so that we can make more what? More High Templar, I guess. ShoWTimE's production is more OBS. Yeah, I mean, we are 17 minutes into this game, and no bases have died yet, which is crazy. Whoop, whoop. Okay, here we go. Maru threatening this base. Tons of Liberators out, as we've established 1,000,000 times ever since Liberators were invented. Protoss, in order to deal with Liberators, kind of just needs to go at them. If you tiptoe around them or be cautious with it, they kill you. You gotta go. But the larger problem is there's tanks and like Marines and stuff down here. I don't know, man. Maru's not in range to actually hit the Nexus yet, so buying some time. Shield batteries coming up with full energy because they're in the range of a Nexus, which is how we try to balance them. Cannon gets a couple shots off on Vikings and then dies to siege tanks. Ghosts being very careful here. Does toss an EMP down. Doesn't do a whole lot to the Nexus, but hey, every little bit counts here. EMP on the shield battery, but shield battery overcharge can't be EMP'd. That is still a thing, thank you very much. Maru is so patient here. So patient. And he's going to give us a nuke. Oh, yeah. Maru's nuking. ShoWTimE's carrying. This is why we like PvT sometimes. And then just enough damage to finish it off. Oh, yes. That's what we're there for. Awesome. Okay, so Maru killed a base in 19 minutes. Took a minute. Tempest trying to pick away here, but they're really bad against everything. I mean, they do some damage to everything, but they're really intended to kill big stuff like Broodlords and battle cruisers and carriers and other Tempests. Not really intended to pick off medevacs or Vikings. Okay, but you know, you can kill ghosts. You can kill ghosts with Tempest. That's nice. Probes are getting hit from this tank position right here by Maru. That's a sick position. And another nuke. Dude, is Maru just kind of throttling ShoWTimE right now? It's a bit of a slow squeeze around the neck area, isn't it? Not to indicate that ShoWTimE is choking. It's just that Maru is so careful. Beautiful nuke again. And sure, let's do it. We're making more nukes in that production tab. Vikings, yeah. Tempest down, yeah. Viking down. They are trading. Trading hard. Oh, this is looking so bad. My gosh. Huge nukes. And the Nexus goes down. Second Nexus and has like 90 seconds, man. And then Maru says, maybe that's enough. I'm expanding top right. My income tab is actually not favoring me at the moment, which I'm very surprised about. Liberator gets picked off. Tempests, very patient, very slow firing. Disruptor shots do connect, I think, possibly on a ghost there. How many ghosts have died? 9. How many High Templar have died? I wanted to say 4. That's a lie. 3. 3 have died. I would have lied to you if I had said 4. Yeah, I mean, it's looking like Maru is doing great. He's killed some bases. Oh, that's a big disruptor. Hits, no! Whoa! And then Maru says, screw you and your disruptors. I'm just going to murder your face. But then there's shield batteries over here, and there's not a lot of tanks to deal with them at the moment. It's largely, the tanks are back here instead of moving up, which I think would be recommended. Another nuke, because we're just making nukes today. That's all we're doing, baby. ShoWTimE expanding down here might not be a bad idea if Maru's going to be dinking around up here the whole time. More nukes. Gosh, we love nukes, don't we? We love them a lot. What are these SC? Oh, he's coming to repair? But then they catch storms along with their Viking buddies. And 2 of them die. Ay caramba. That is... this is... Man, I just do not have the patience to play this type of a StarCraft game. If you ever watch me on my stream out at twitch.tv/Falcon Paladin every Friday night, where I'm out doing team stuff, team ladder, you'll know that I do not have patience. I will be like, I have 87 Banelings and a bunch of Speedlings, some Overseers. Let's go. Snipe. High Templar snipes. Good hit there. And then I attack into something. And if everything I have dies, so be it. We'll go again. But like this whole thing of like, I'm attacking and pulling back and attacking and pulling back. I guess part of that is that Zerg doesn't really have super great ranged units. I guess if you go Roach Ravager Hydra or something, then yeah, you can play the positioning game a lot. But I like melee units because they're fast and they hit hard. And they're dude, this cannot land. This cannot land. Get out of there, High Templar. Great storm. He dies for it. And then ShoWTimE sees it, and the nuke kills a probe. ShoWTimE is expanding bottom left. Mars expanding down here, but Zealots are saying, how about you not do that? He really wants to nuke another Nexus. And that's a dead disruptor. Wow, okay. Oh, no, it's not. It backed out. Nicely done. That was very close, though. Man, are we taking every base? Yeah, we're taking every base on the map on Moondance. Is that a first? Have I cast a game where every base on the map has been taken? I am not convinced that I have. Not at all, actually. Charge lot run by into Maru's. I don't know what this is. Left side high ground position. See, now these Zealots, oh, they're pulling back. They're so smart. They're just going to die to Ghosts, though, because, man, they're so good against Tier 1 units. Like, Ghosts are amazing against Lings and Zealots and Marines. And other stuff, too, obviously. But, man, their basic attack is pretty hot stuff sometimes, depending on what they're attacking. Obviously, smaller things is the lesson there. So Maru relands the base because it was a Zealot attack and not, like, I don't know, a Stalker Archon attack. EMP, Ghosts pay for it with one of their lives, only one. The gun floats over this way and then disappears into the ground. Resources lost are 21,000 and 20,000. It's so close here. And then Maru's like, all right, I'm going to back off real quick. And then ShoWTimE's like, well, I guess I'll try to kill one of your bases then. And then Maru says, I'll try to kill one of your bases then. So yeah, Maru's going to take this base, and ShoWTimE's probably going to wipe out this base, where there are 3 starports. Oh, hold on. Oh, his ghost died before the nuke could land. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, so this base is going to die then. Maru's like, I was going to kill one of your bases, and I failed miserably. Dude, this is not working. The repair is amazing. Okay, so that fails, and then ShoWTimE pulls back. So they both had grand plans to kill at one of the other's bases, and they both failed to do it entirely. So Maru says, bring it, let's go, kill those carriers. I have so many Vikings, it's almost funny. It is literally 28 Vikings and 9 ghosts. Those are the 2 most things that he has, except for workers. Holy smoke. So this base may be gonna die. He doesn't have the best building killing capabilities here, does he? Nuke up the high ground. Marauders coming in will kill that Nexus for you, Commander. They say. Feedback on a ghost, hot stuff, then he dies anyway. And some storms, but the High Templar are paying for it. Nuke lands. 7 probes die. These take some damage there too. This Nexus dies at the same time the nuke lands. Simultaneous damage. Boom, 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 boom. DT Blink, Shadow Stride. On the way here from ShoWTimE. Are we going to mine this whole darn map out, you guys? Is that what's going to happen here today? You know, gotta give a lot of props to ShoWTimE for hanging with Maru for 26 minutes. Gotta say, even the mere fact of doing this, the longer the game goes on, the more impressive this is for ShoWTimE. Like, Maru's a GSL champ. A multiple GSL champ. He's insane. And ShoWTimE's like, no, I can hang with him. I've got a 17,000 mineral bank with 4,000 gas sitting there too. Maru's only got 6,000 minerals and 3,000 gas. Boom, boom, boom. But more nukes coming. ShoWTimE's heading north as well. Ooh, you killed a single shield battery. Very proud, nuke. So finally, this thing dies because there's just enough damage. Gosh, nope. Maru saved it. This is incredible. This is Maru defending. He's definitely done a better job killing bases today. He's killed 4 Nexuses, and an orbital has died so far today. Okay, Liberator circles all over the place. Where are the storms? There they are. More storms. A split on the Vikings is really good. But Maru stands in here, which tells me he knows things are going well for him. He kills all the carriers. All of the Tempests die. No Sky Toss left over for ShoWTimE at all here. He kills 16 probes. Enemy Stalker now, there we go, warping in a ton of Stalkers to replace the stuff that died there. ShoWTimE still has a 15,000 mineral bank. This counterattack could be pretty brutal, honestly, if all there are to defend are 2 Marauders and some Vikings. Look at this! The Stalker counterattack from ShoWTimE. Production says more Liberators, more tanks, Marines, I guess. I don't know. We're going to burn down. Why are you wasting units killing a planetary? It is entirely... Okay, there's 2 mineral patches here. Maybe that's why. I don't know, man. 13 SCVs have died. Is this game getting an epic tag? This is crazy. Oh, finally does manage to take down Maru's 12 o'clock, which he's tried to do a couple times. Liberators coming out of these starports? No, you're not. 49 to 38 total workers. ShoWTimE lost everything in the sky, replaced it with Stalkers, and is tearing through everything that Maru has right. I mean, not everything. Most of the things that Maru has right now. It kills that planetary. Okay, Maru has this base, which is awesome, and this base, which is awesome. But that's it right now for bases. And now Maru's like, oh, I gotta kill a Nexus. I'm losing bases real hard right now. Income tab is favoring Maru. Liberator's getting some shots off. Disruptors forcing and zoning those ghosts back as well. Boom, 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 boom. And Nexus down. Oh, down! Once again, Liberators are scary. ShoWTimE, I think, just has to kind of commit to it. He keeps taking EMP hits, though, and there's tanks down here, which is real scary stuff. Zealots try to take down a planetary. Failed. They're better at killing orbitals. That's for gosh darn sure. 54 to 30 workers right now. And yeah, mules exist, but look at that. ShoWTimE, income tab. Boom! Down to like 1,500 minerals. Resources per minute here. Abject chaos right now. The tanks got left behind while Maru sent his faster units to try to save this orbital. There are 0 SCVs running at it right now, which doesn't seem like it's enough. So Maru, ShoWTimE tries to kill those tanks. And chasing out, but Vikings taking them storms, taking them Tempest hits. We replaced some of the Tempests here, 3 more being produced as well. Dude, ShoWTimE's control today has been kind of amazing. Yeah, this base is up, but there's nothing mining from it. He did manage to get 5 SCVs over here for this orbital, but I mean, how much is just attributed to... He's got 10 orbitals. That's a lot of mules you can toss down at the same time. In fact, it's 10. Assuming they're on the same cooldown cycle, which they will eventually get to. Nuke attempt. Bottom left. Probes get pulled. ShoWTimE's done a really good job of not just getting blindsided by nukes today. Like, awesome job. These nukes have maybe been the least damaging nukes of all time. I mean, they've been fun, and they've killed some stuff. Like, they killed a Nexus that had been whittled down to almost no HP. Okay, so that orbital dies. Maybe. You could still lift it. But it's burning down. It's going to be hard to save. Another nuke bottom left. ShoWTimE's going to check that first, I assume. He's going to look here. And then I assume he's going to look down here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, no. I just talked you up, ShoWTimE. Okay. Ghost dies, 13 probes die. ShoWTimE, what were you doing? What? Okay, that Nexus gets murderized too. ShoWTimE's army's in a totally weird position for that. Ghosts are getting wiped out. It's Maru's maxed out. ShoWTimE isn't, but he's at 187 supply, and he still has that bank. Not many not many gas, though. Not much gas. He can make a ton of charge lots. Not many Tempests or Disruptors or Archons or Stalkers or Immortals, right? Right. Tanks really want this base too. It's effectively mined out, and I think it's already died like twice. So ShoWTimE's backing off. He's making a push up the middle, though. Finds a couple unsecured tanks without any friends. And he's going to find one of Maru's bases here, too. Maru wipes out that Nexus again for like the 3rd time today. That is 7 Nexuses that have died so far. That's a huge number. Disruptors trying to kill the Ghost coming up the backside. Big time engagement here. Liberators getting, massive hits off. Purification Novas. Big Purification Novas. Both players at about 150 supply. Remaxing on Marauders, Marines. Getting some Vikings out, too. Maru again is on the rampage. He's chasing. He is not retreating here. Pulling back to some cannons and shield batteries. And a bajillion charge loss. Remember when I was like, ShoWTimE can do that? He can get a bajillion charge loss, but that doesn't work out for him. He needs to back out on that, too. And then he's going to take down this bottom left base of ShoWTimE, which I'm not sure he ever actually managed to repopulate with probes, but he's rebuilding this one. And he might as well rebuild this one, too. I don't know, man. Nexus explosions are so beautiful. Maru desperately trying to mine up here. This isn't happening. This is his saving grace, which, yeah, ShoWTimE knows about it because he tried to kill it a while ago. ShoWTimE on the warpath, though. Yeah, the Tempests are all dead once again, but the charge lots are not. Vikings can't do much about that. Tank down. Tank down. Marine Marauder better in this situation, but not great at it. 108 to 92 supply. Liberators show up. Zealots got to back out now. Can't deal with that at all. That is not their jam. I don't know why. I've made it sound like a cow. And then I needed to make an accurate sound like a cow. I don't know what's going on here, but hey, this is an excellent game. I think he's getting an epic tag. Woof. 142 to 135. Probes all dead, thanks to Liberators. here at one of ShoWTime's only mining bases. Ah, this is the highest mineral input, this base, for Maru. Storming the SCVs, so many workers have died. Holy smokes. Okay, so 20 more SCVs die. This base is gonna die. It's 94 SCVs dead to 85 SCVs dead. It's an absolute massacre of economic proportions here. Income tab, favoring Maru, fair. He's still, oh, the top right base. How many base, I don't know, man. Is this maybe the game that I've cast where there have been the most bases killed and replanted? Another huge attack, another million liberators, but the Vikings are going for it. Remember what I said? You just kill the liberators. Don't worry about the circles of doom, man. Oh my gosh, it's 110 to 76 supply. There's still some swarm in here. Has ShoWTime maybe close the door on Maru? I don't think he has. It's Maru. Top right base is here. How is that? No, he knows. He knows it. He's making a beeline for it. He knows. He's like, wait, this base needs to die. Oh. No. He can't even escape. He can't even escape. All the SCVs go down here. Yeah, no. It's 6 to 15 workers, and then ShoWTime's bottom left base is going to die again for the second time today. This is crazy. 4 planetaries, 6 orbitals have gone down, 9 nexuses have been killed. Another orbital dies to the power of 3/3 stalkers. The income here, Maru has a tiny bit of it. ShoWTime has a tiny bit of it. Income is basically even. I'm not surprised by that at all. Killing some of these barracks, yeah, killing production is not a bad thing to do here. If you're ShoWTime, if you're Maru, going after gateways is good. Mules are going to be excellent here from Maru too. ShoWTime's bank is all the way down to 175. Remember when he had a 14,000 mineral bank a minute ago? Not anymore, he doesn't. EMP's tossed. Disruptor shots are so big here. They're so important. 2 ghosts die to that disruptor shot. But Disruptor's getting slowed by Marauder. Slow. Oh, only 1 dies. I thought a second one would die as well. Tempests picking away. There are no Vikings to directly counter them. I mean, Marines are pretty good here. But they're not happy about having to kill Tempest. They're like, come on, Commander. Disruptor, kill another ghost. Disruptor shots are big right now. Maru charging up the ramp, and ShoWTime goes to meet him with a disruptor shot. So Maru charges back down the ramp. This is so tight right now. This Nexus is gonna die again. I feel like this has died 17 times by itself. Nice snipe on that Widow Mine. Does he have enough disruptors just to casually fire them constantly down, or are there cooldowns he's dealing with? I think there are. Zealots charging in. The tanks getting some really big shots on disruptors there. Beautiful target firing, but tank down. 60 to 42 army supply, but Maru with a bruised and battered. Beautiful split. Beautiful split. Bruised and battered. And GG ShoWTime is your winner. Maru had nothing left. Hold on, I gotta see. Right when it GG'd, how much army did he have left? Bam, that's it. He's got 23 army supply left, 7 Marines, 5 Marauders, and a Ghost, and 2 Medevacs. ShoWTime, on the other hand, has 3 Disruptors, 5 Stalkers, 3 Tempests, and 3 Zealots. He has nothing either. Both players have exactly 55 minerals and 70 minerals in their bank at 38 minutes in this game. The map is effectively mined out. Insane. Insane match. I don't even know what else to tell you right now. That was one of the best PvTs I've ever cast. And ShoWTime takes him down. I told you. As I had to sneeze there, I told you that ShoWTime had the ability to take him down. And he did. Resources lost. 85,000 for Maru. 76,000 for ShoWTime. I really feel like a lot of this came down to this battle here, where there were Liberators parked up here, and ShoWTime was like, screw it. And he went, and he was taking shots from Liberators, but he was focusing them in down. Liberator down, Liberator down, Liberator down. Bam, 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 bam. Disruptors coming in all the time. APM for these players, 383 for Maru on average, and ShoWTime's was 400 429 APM today for ShoWTimE. 436 at the end there. He's playing so fast. He's playing so fast. And you know what, Protoss players? Maybe that's the key. I know you don't have to play fast as Protoss, but maybe playing fast helps. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. Dang. ShoWTimE. The absolute beast. Went toe-to-toe with Maru for 38 minutes. Took him down. It was all the forms of Splash. High Templar Storm. We had Disruptors. We had Archons in the mix. We had so many Tempests. So many Tempests died. 21 Tempests died today. 7 carriers went down. 10 Nexuses died, and ShoWTimE won anyway. That's because he killed 7 orbitals and 4 planetaries. He won on the base's killed number, and he killed more workers. 116 SCVs down to 86 probes down. Whoa, that was intense. How many bases died today and then got immediately replaced? So many. So many. Oh. Insane. Like, truly, truly incredibly good PvT. That's it. It's just amazing. It's epic. That was good. That was good. Just resilience, man. If I'd lost 10 Nexuses, I'd have been like, I'm out. GG. ShoWTimE's like, you know what's good? Shield batteries. Tempest, Stalkers, Disruptors, man. Those are the keys today. Beautiful target firing. The Disruptor hits were so prime, too. There were so many good ones today. Maru's split. He went for splits. He didn't get them every time. It's so hard to get them every time. And that's the power of Splash against Terran, y'all. So way to go, ShoWTimE. And that's going to be it from me. GG Germany. So that's going to be it from Falcon Paladin today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and an epic, epic cast. And replay. I mean, the replay is more epic than the cast. Let's not lie. But yeah, that's good. Yeah, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. You can hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. And until next time, as always, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for clicking. And you take care of yourself.